What's up, guys? PSGINT here. We're back with another podcast slash review. We will be reviewing the game of yesterday, PSG versus Leipzig, 3-2. We have Zayed
Hey guys.
and Kaike with us.
What's up?
So, just from the surface, don't get into anything because we're gonna come there. How do you feel about just the result? So a 3-2, 3 points. Zayed, you can start.
I'm happy about the 3 points, but I think the game wasn't that good.
From a PSG perspective.
Yeah, like we were not dominating at the start until Pos changed to like three at the back.
Mm,
Until
mm,
then,
mm.
we were like not that good, and it's disappointing because our defense was we were leaving open spaces,
Mm, mm.
so it was like inconsistent at the start. But at least we got the 3 points.
Yeah, exactly. Because if I told you before the game, you're taking 3 points, any anyway. So
But we have to improve ourselves if we want to
yeah,
win
yeah,
this competition.
100%, 100%. Keke, what do you think? Just for the result?
Um, I think it was good that we won, but it was if you think about it, it was very difficult. We were losing at one point. If you know if it wasn't for Mbappe, I don't know how we would win. Um, yeah, it was very difficult. I think Atlanta is a very attacking team, and they kind of remind me of like a one level below Bayern.
Mm.
But but um but yeah, very good. And I don't think we're gonna face another team that attacks like that, other than maybe Bayern,
Yeah.
maybe Barcelona.
Mm. Okay. Uh, so the beginning of all the stats. I mean, we both had four shots on target. We had more possession. We had double the amount of big chances, but they still outshot us. Meaning they had like the ball much closer to our area than us. And
Yeah.
what can one of you take away from the stats you're seeing here,
I
Kiki?
think the possession is like it's showing a different side of the story because if you saw the game, starting of the game, like we had a good first 10 minutes, but somewhere in between the game when we were losing, we saw Leipzig dominate a bit in our half when we were
Mm,
leaving
mm.
open space. So I feel like that stat is kind of like it's not showing the whole picture
Yeah.
unless you did the eye test. So like yeah, and like you said, we got dominated with shots. I
Mm.
feel like it's another one of those performances, like where we just up for like with the talent we have, we should be shooting more.
Yeah, yeah.
And 4 shots on target out of 12 shots is not that good.
Yeah, for me, having that much possession, but not having a lot of big chances means that we're having the ball, but we're doing nothing with it. Once they had
Exactly.
it,
It's like a Fugazi kind of stat.
KK, what can you take away from here?
Um, yeah, very difficult. I don't know. I don't think Atlanta
Leipzig,
is
Leipzig.
even. I'm sorry. I don't think I'm thinking of today's game. I don't even think Leipzig is the best team, and for us to be struggling like that is not good at all. I
Exactly.
think
They lost to City like so much.
yeah, we have to work on defending crosses. Um, because if we play against English teams, German teams, they love to cross. The only people who don't cross is the Spanish teams,
Mm.
in my opinion. I mean, maybe Italian teams too. But if we play English teams and German teams, these guys are going to cross all game. And if we don't start getting better at it, it might uh, bring us down.
But if you
Yeah.
look at City, they played as well with a lot of crosses from the wing backs and wingers.
And you
But
and you can say that we got lucky. We
Again,
got
very
but
well
lucky
but
lucky.
they
that
didn't
that
have as many dangerous chances. If you look at both their goals, they are crosses during counterattacks, whilst our defensive line is not like structured as it is. Like against City, we pretty much parked the bus, which made our defensive line the whole time focused on crosses. Whilst against
and
Leipzig, it's the counterattacks that fucked us.
even Bernardo's chance against us with
Mm-mm.
Ben City, I think I don't remember if that was a cross or not, but he
Yeah, yeah,
had
it was.
like
Yeah.
we had like seven players in the box, and he
Mm.
still did that.
Yeah, Sterling
So
got
if
on
he,
the back
yeah,
of the ball. Yeah.
yeah. And if they scored that, I don't know if we would have won that game.
True, true.
We're getting really lucky, actually. I don't like to use
No, no,
that
no.
word a lot.
It's not us. It's Pochettino getting lucky. His time is running
Yeah,
out.
no, like the problem is if he gets sacked, this is another problem. Like if he gets sacked, there's not much managers like that
Mm.
we have a chance of getting. Like I'm seeing a lot of people saying Conte, but I don't think he's the right man to bring for Champions League either. I mean, considering his European legacy,
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
like we're a really tough position. Like Zidane's not coming. Like it's really hard.
True.
So we kind of have to adapt with what we have.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we should. I don't think we should sack Pochettino
No.
until the end of this season, no matter what happens. Because I used to not believe in Pochettino, but we beat Man City. We were losing yesterday. He made changes. We came back. His
But he
changes
makes them
helped a
so
lot.
late. That's the problem.
And if
He,
even
he
if you
does.
look at the
He
games
does.
we won last year, it was like some people call it like against Bayern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Which
There's
game?
some good moments,
Which
but
one?
if you look at the league,
the
we
first one,
are so lucky.
like the
I don't
first
know if
one,
it's
the
lucky.
second one
I don't
was
know. I don't
unlucky.
think it's lucky. I
No,
don't know
it
if
just
it's lucky.
we are taking our chances. We have few chances, but we have so great attackers in Neymar, Mbappe, Messi
Yeah.
that we finish
Yeah, that
off.
was smart. That was smart. My problem is like I'm feeling like Posh hasn't got like the proper structure of our attack. You know, like I'm not feeling Messi and Neymar at the wing. Maybe like put Messi up front
Yeah,
and like
that's why
I
he
think.
should move
I
to a
think.
five at
I
the
think
back.
Poch. Yeah.
I don't think Posh knows how to use like Neymar either. Like I've seen him under Pochettino last season, and then if you watch Brazil, him under Tite, you can see the
Mm-mm.
difference. More free. Like
Yeah,
yesterday, we were lacking that role, but
yeah.
when he comes to the team, Pochettino doesn't give him that freedom. Like it's almost as if like he doesn't want him to succeed.
Zaid. For me, PSG should play a 3-4-2-1. And that makes so three defenders, two box-to-box midfielders. The wing
Yeah.
backs control the wings,
Yeah,
which makes
yeah.
Neymar and Messi both in the middle, with Verratti
Yeah.
behind them and Mbappe in front of them.
I mean, yeah, that's good. I
Because
guess.
then Messi and Neymar don't have to be on the wings as much. They can be in the middle, and when they're both in the middle with Verratti behind them, Mbappe with his pace, I mean that's a much better formation that we're playing right now. It suits the
That,
I
that's
don't.
players.
that's good. I still think Neymar can play wing. I just think like Messi at wing isn't much. I don't know, like as useful because if you're seeing him, he's playing much deeper than usual. So why not
Mm.
just put him, like centrally? He
I
just do
think.
the job.
I think Messi. I think what Pochettino is trying to do is stretch the defense.
Mm.
If you put Messi on one side and Mbappe on the other side, your center backs are going to be wide. And if your center backs are wide, there's a lot of room for through balls. There's a lot of rooms for Herrera, Idrissa, Draxler to come in. Maybe Neymar when he's back. I think Pochettino thinks that that's the move. And honestly, I don't know if he's wrong because if I think Messi playing attacking mid, Neymar playing attacking mid, and Mbappe up top, I don't know if it's gonna be if we're gonna have the space. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Because then who's gonna be in the wings? Hakimi and Mendes, and if they're on the wings, who's playing defense? You
Yeah,
know?
but playing defense then it's we have three center backs. So Marquinhos,
Yeah.
Kimpembe, Ramos, if he comes back
Yeah.
and he's good. Plus, we all saw Kimpembe.
No, I
at
agree
the
with you. I
Kimpembe
agree
is a
with
much
you.
better left center back than he is a center back. Like Kimpembe at
Yeah.
his best was under Tuchel when we played Thiago
Exactly.
Silva, Marquinhos, Kimpembe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
I
then
think
yeah.
three in the back is the right move. I
Mm.
think we need Ramos. We need Ramos.
Yeah, and for me, like with Marquinhos and Kimpembe being so quick, we can put Danilo Pereira in the middle. He's tall.
Danilo Pereira is very good at playing that fake
Mm.
center back
Yeah, yeah,
position.
yeah,
I really like. I think he's better doing that than he is center defensive mid. I think
100%.
Yeah.
he's too slow. I think he's too slow in the midfield.
Mm.
I think if he plays that center back position because of how big he is, it's really good. So I think we should keep him there. Start playing him center back, in my opinion, until Ramos gets back, just so the team gets used to that
Wo-
formation.
100%.
But I 100% will tell you Pochettino will not do that because he's a dumbass.
I mean, he did it in the game against Leipzig.
Yeah,
He even
yeah.
Who did he take out from the midfield?
Gaye.
No, no, he took it Guy and oh, when he took out
Yeah.
Draxler, he put in Kerrer. Kerrer became
Yeah.
the centre back, and and Danilo became a midfielder. So he even tried putting Kerrer there and wanted to see.
I don't think that's a good idea.
No, not me either.
I would leave Danilo in the center back. I would move Kerr to the right back if we need,
Mm.
because if he makes a mistake, then we have protection. But if we put Kerr in the center back,
Mm.
if he makes a mistake, we're fucked.
And who remembers the first game against Bayern away? Danilo Pereira got like 16 clearances. He's
No,
amazing
Danilo.
at just
I don't think it
heading
was
the
the first
ball.
game.
No, it was the first game away. He even was good in
Yeah,
Parc
yeah.
des
The
Princes.
second. Yeah.
But
I mean, there's a lot of improvement to do because we're conceding like a lot of goals like
Mm.
than expected. Like every game, you're not expecting more clean sheets. I think we have like 2 or 3 clean sheets. I don't even know on paper, but we have been conceding goals every game. It's getting really
I
annoying.
I think
And and our attack is
I
not consistent.
yeah.
We don't have a proper system yet. Like I haven't seen the best out of our attack.
Mm.
I don't want to point out anyone, but like I would like to like when you play together in the attack, I just feel like it's not what you would expect it to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
I,
not fluid.
yeah, I
Like
think
Eminem has
yeah.
barely even played together. I think too. That's another
Yeah.
thing. But I still feel like based on what I saw last season in our attack, um, it was good, but like it's not how it was under Tuchel. I would like to see
Mm.
like more fluidity.
I think believe this may be crazy, but this also may be uh really smart. I think we should not play Verratti in the league anymore,
No,
because without Verratti, you might as well not play.
bro, he ain't good at getting
You can't do that because he still
That's
has to be
you can't
match
do
fit.
that, bro.
But I 100% agree that he should play
Are you kidding me? He
maybe
goes
less games.
Verratti can go months without playing and then come in the
True.
Champions
Yeah,
League
that's
to
That's
true.
drop
true.
That's
the
That's
true.
like
true. He
True.
can do that, right? The key word
you
is he
know
can.
he
But we
he
want him
did
to
that.
be at his best
Yeah,
form, you know?
yeah,
Uh,
you're right. But
Maybe we should not. Maybe we should not send him to international break.
yeah, international break
that's
one. I hate
Because
that.
that's not
look
gonna
at
work.
Neymar. He was
That's
not
not gonna
injured,
work.
right? But then he got another groin like pain or something.
Yeah, the whole not going international. That's not even a possibility.
But
But
I
like, I still think he needs to
I
play in
think
the league. Well.
yeah, I think he should play less.
yo yeah,
Verratti.
Less,
I
but
even have
yeah.
read. So the staff at PSG, so the staff and the medical staff, so the people that look at the injuries of the players, their new strategy is trying not to get the big injuries. So if you count big injuries,
Mhm.
it's like Verratti out for 2 months, Neymar 2 months, and this. So what the
Mhm.
strategy they started doing is, as soon as they see one small thing that may
Take him
get
out.
to a bigger, they take him
Take
out.
them
And
out.
we have already
That's
seen that
smart.
with
That's
Messi, with Neymar this
Neymar,
season, which
Verratti too.
has made them less injured, and Verratti. So
Yeah.
maybe we will actually see automatically what you said, Kake, and that is that Verratti
Yeah.
will miss more League One
Uh-huh.
games because he has a
Mhm.
small injury that we don't want to risk him for the Champions
Yeah.
League games.
And another thing. Now that we're talking about injuries, something that I said in my last podcast here,
Mm.
I still believe Neymar should not play versus Marseille. I don't
Really?
think I don't. I think he's coming back from injury. I think Marseille, they like to start problems. I can see Neymar getting kicked, injured. I can see Neymar getting a red card, him getting out of his game. I don't know if
You know
it's
what? I
worth.
got an idea. Like maybe Neymar shouldn't start. But do you think it'd be smart to give him some minutes like we saw last time?
Yeah, I think
In the
that'd be
coupe,
smart.
Yeah,
in the champion
yeah.
trophy de champion.
I
I mean,
yeah
your argument. You said Neymar not playing against Marseille. For me, you look at it at the opposite direction. Why shouldn't he play? There's no good reason he shouldn't play. Like
Yeah,
we
he's
have Di
gonna get even
Maria,
more out of
we have
form. He's on hot
Draxler, we
form.
have Icardi, and Marseille aren't that good. We should beat them without Neymar. It's not like we need Neymar for this specific game.
True. But I think for his own sake, like you know, because he's been like coming off that Brazil game with a small injury,
Mm.
we would like to see him more in the league, right? He hasn't registered a goal, like a non-penalty goal, or like you know, he hasn't like been himself. Same with Messi. Like I think we need to get more chemistry in the league with the trio. if you want to succeed in the UCL.
Yeah, that's
Because
a
we're
good
gonna
point,
get those
guys.
low block challenges. It's harder to score in League One. Then we're gonna get that. You're gonna get
Gu-
used to that. But if we just go in the
Guys,
UCL like
yeah,
this, Neymar, Messi, they're not gonna work together. They're not gonna score.
guys, live update. The greatest player of all time, Harry Maguire, just
Maguire.
scored for
Yeah,
Man.
I saw that. I saw that.
Oh come on, bro. Always, I don't. I mean, I wanted to stay over, obviously, but I wanted Atalanta to win that game.
No, only and Poch saved in the same week.
Except Porsche is clear, bro.
Honestly, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. Know how long we have watching these old players, and I'm not the biggest Ronaldo fan, but I feel bad for the guy sometimes.
Yeah,
When
yeah,
when things happen to him, unfortunately, when his team sucks, he's trying his best. I feel bad for him. So for that reason, I don't. I want Ronaldo. I want Man United to stay in the competition,
yeah,
but yeah, it doesn't look like it's gonna happen.
yeah. Ronaldo was really pushing for the PSG move because he knew I want to go to a big club. I want to go to a
Yeah.
club where, like, if you say, if you look at Messi, yes, he's carrying PSG in goals, but he rarely does stuff off the ball, and that makes
Hmm.
him like much more comfortable. I mean, for me, when
That's the
Messi
same as Ronaldo.
No, that's what
Ronaldo
Ronaldo
does.
does.
no, but Ronaldo at
They both
United,
do that.
If Ronaldo
They
does not
both
get a
do that.
goal, the whole attack will not be in shape
They
because
they both
most
don't
people
press.
mm,
Messi and Cristiano, they Messi presses up top. Ronaldo doesn't do any pressing. Um,
Messi also
I
plays as a midfielder, right? He comes in the he picks
yeah
up the ball
yeah.
and he dribbles it up
Hmm.
front. So like
Have you got, did you guys see
not
how
saying
much
Ronaldo
Mbappe?
doesn't have that, but I feel like ever since that injury he had in 2018,
Yeah.
he changed his play style. So he's
Did you
pretty
guys
much without goals he's useless. Let's just say that.
did you
So
guys see how much? Did you guys see how much Mbappe was pressing yesterday?
yeah,
I
yeah,
saw him
yeah,
yeah,
playing left
no,
back.
yesterday was Mbappe's like
yeah. Even
top five performances in the PSG.
even 85th minute, he was pressing the left back, Mukiele.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he's
Another
using his pace properly. That's what I
yeah.
wanted to see for ages, and
Before yeah
his skills were amazing yesterday.
yeah. Before I
I feel
forget,
like goal was amazing.
yeah, Kake.
I don't know if you guys noticed this, but whenever Neymar presses in the UCL, especially when we're losing, we come back and we win. We did
Yeah.
it against Man United. You guys remember when Neymar did that, dropped Maguire?
Yeah,
No,
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
my
know if it was
god,
Maguire.
that's my
Yeah,
favorite. Oh yeah, yeah, I
yeah,
remember that.
and then pass the ball to Mbappe. Yeah, whenever Neymar presses, it's a
No,
good day.
Neymar, he's been covering the most miles. People are saying he's
Yeah,
finished this, that. He's covering the most miles every game. So like
yeah,
you clearly have to be working hard to be able to do that. I feel like this
yeah.
is gonna be his like most non-injury free season. So he really needs
Hmm.
to bang in his stacks. And to do that, we need to have a fluid trio. Because with Neymar's creativity and contribution, we're gonna do great. Like this team is more built around him. But
Yeah.
Pochettino needs to figure out, like, this is my biggest worry that I predicted, that if he doesn't like make a proper system, one thing is gonna take away something from another player. We want them all not to lose something.
yeah.
That's important.
Yeah, I don't
Because
know.
Neymar and Messi are both like similar players.
I don't know what type of system to play because whenever PSG plays with possession, it's okay, it's good. But whenever they defend, it's almost like they play better when they park the bus.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird. I've seen
I think that's just bigger
PSG.
games. Depends.
Yeah.
All right. Uh, so the tactical change we talked about it. Do you think, Kaike, that him putting Danilo Pereira in, playing the five at the back that we all have been waiting for, is it like a sign of something? He will start doing this. He will start doing more tactical changes,
Well,
or
he didn't have a choice. If he didn't do that, he was gonna lose the game yesterday. It's almost like he's doing things that he doesn't have a choice. He has to do. I don't know if he's gonna do five in the back, three in the back, when he doesn't need to. Like in League One, I don't know if he's gonna play three in the back, but I think he should. I think he should. We should change our system and start playing like a 3-5-2, a three, three whatever. Um, Yeah, I think we should because it obviously worked, and we have the people to do it.
Yeah.
And if you think of Mendes and Hakimi, it's almost like we have players that are more for that type of play style than
Mm.
the 4-4-3-3. You know?
Yeah, the personnel
The only thing
suits
I
another
hate
formation.
is how our defense has become so inconsistent. You know, like compared to previous seasons, like Kempembe's
Mm.
decline. It's really sad to see.
Um.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't say
Kapembe
decline. I would
is.
say like
Yeah,
horrible form. That's what I meant to say.
he. I would say inconsistent because I've seen Kapembe do some great things, and then the next game mess up, and then the next game save it. I think he's not
Yeah, it's
the
been
most
like I think our
reliable.
team in general. I think our team in
Yeah.
general hasn't been consistent. If you consider all competitions, I think the
Hmm.
best thing to take away from Pochettino is like he has done really small improvements. I think the fullbacks have been more consistent for us, and I would say like Herrera has been like amazing for us so far. So
Yeah, I
those
like.
that's the only
Yeah.
improvements I see. Other than that, like,
Yo, update. Ronaldo just scored.
are you
No
serious?
way.
Yeah, I swear to God. I mean, we all could predict this. They going
No,
down.
it's the
Them.
same thing. Ronaldo saving goalie. I don't
Wow.
know if Ronaldo was great this game before scoring, but all I know is that I predicted that he's gonna get a winner or score, and it's just like that, man. Ole is so lucky.
Ole, ole.
Like
Yeah,
obviously
Um,
he's
we don't
very
know what
lucky.
he thinks of, but whatever he's doing with this team, just showing how false image of. Wait until they get to round of 16. I don't even think they'll make it, to be honest.
Who?
I mean, they do have 6 points, but like the way this is going, I don't even know if they can go far.
right, let's move on to the next one. So first goal. What I can remember from the goal, I don't know if you guys remember this, but the ball was taken in our opposition box by Lionel Messi. He made the tackle. The ball got to Marquinhos. He played a ball through the whole Leipzig midfield to Draxler, who then passed it on to Mbappe, and Mbappe latching on it and scoring a
With an
beautiful
extreme
finish.
pace, nutmeg the player, beautiful celebration.
So
I'm not a. I'm not a big Draxler fan. I don't think no matter what Draxler does is gonna help me be his
Because
fan.
he never reached
I
his
think.
potential. That's the thing.
I just think Draxler is a mediocre player. I don't think he. I don't think he's creative enough. I don't think he's defensive enough. I think he's just middle. You
He's
know,
a
he's the
squad
guy.
player. That you can't have the
Yeah,
perfect squad player.
he's the guy who you pass the ball to. He passes it, but I don't see him doing that. The across
I
field
mean, he never
passes. I
reached his
don't see him
potential. But
scoring.
you guys remember 16-17? That was his best season for PSG.
Yeah.
um, but for me that goal it showed that Marquinhos has brilliant passing from the as a
He
centre
can
back.
go at DM. I was
Yeah,
thinking that he can go on a pivot with Verratti
yesterday
if we're
he
playing
had
5.
7 out of 8 long balls completed. I remember some of them long balls, they were beautiful to Mbappe behind the defensive line.
Yeah, I remember that. It was amazing yesterday. The thing is, yesterday we had some great performances. I would like to. The three players that stood out to me is Mbappe, obviously, Marquinhos, and Verratti. I think it was. I think for the players like our defenders, they don't get enough notice because they're not scoring all the time,
Mm.
and they don't have that media like England, like how they have it. So people just assume like, oh, this player's doing good, but they don't realize that Marquinhos, Verratti, like they're having consistent performances, and only the eyes can show that. Like
Yeah.
the stats can't even show how good they are in the field. Like those long balls yesterday were amazing, and then the ball retention from Verratti yesterday, everything was perfect. I would say
Mm.
individually, but I think
I don't.
we became better as a team when we went five at the back, like you mentioned earlier.
Mhm, mhm.
That's the main takeaway of the game.
I I think Marquinhos is just too important to play in the midfield. I think he's just
That's true.
too
That's
important back there. You know, I if anybody is one on one, I want Marquinhos there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know.
I agree with you. I think Kimpembe's not that trustworthy. Like even when in his prime,
Yeah.
like you need someone with that leadership next to him, like that Varane and Ramos connection. I think
Yeah.
Marquinhos gives that to the team. It's not just his
But
leadership. it's his positioning. You cannot even like
Yeah,
notice that. Like I'm not
but
much of a defender kind of person, but the way he places
going,
himself.
yeah, going back to the goal, can we talk about how Mbappe scores the same exact goal every every game? The behind the legs defender bottom corner.
Yeah,
I've
That
seen him
fade.
score that goal like 5 times.
he did that against
That those are like his
Neuer.
best goals too for PSG. He's not really scoring flashy goals. Like those running goals are the best that he scores.
That may become his like trademark finish.
Yeah, the fake and then under the legs
Yeah, but until one goalkeeper reads him. Who?
saves it. Yeah, he needs to be careful.
But he's breaking
It
off
could
the
be.
counter. Like he can just like dribble a little bit forward, chip it,
I
smash
talk
it.
so much. I talk so much shit about Mbappe, but the guy is so good, crazy.
He's better than Haaland easily, bro. Give him the respect. Not even biased.
I
Like
don't.
at his
Holland. They're just. It's different. It's different. It's like comparing. Um, I don't know. It's like comparing Ronaldinho to like Cristiano Ronaldo. It's like one
no,
is a finisher, and one is a dribbler and sprint.
exactly. But they're both in like the forward category. So when you're comparing them,
Yeah.
look at who's more complete, who's done it for longer. I'm not saying Haaland can have a better
No, you're
season,
right. You're right. But I
but like
do think Holland is a better finisher. He has so much
yeah,
power in his
Haaland
shot.
is a better finisher because that's his main attribute. Like you take away the finishing,
Yeah.
and he's
Hmm.
not doing anything that game. I'm not like he's an underrated dribbler. He's his top speed's faster than Mbappe too. I'm pretty sure. Like he's good. He's a tank. But Mbappe, he also has a physicality to stay like
Yeah.
away from injuries at time to time. He has good finishing.
Acceleration.
He's not the best at dribbling, like with those Neymar comparisons they put him in. Like he's not good at dribbling that good. But compared to Haaland,
Hmm.
he's better than him at that. And
Yeah.
look at Mbappe. I can't even describe it. Like what he's done at a young age. No one does. It's generation.
Mm-mm.
No one.
So
Maybe Pele. You know, honestly, you can argue that Neymar was better than Mbappe.
Yeah, obvious. No, Neymar was at a young age, he had better stats than Messi, Ronaldo, and finished higher in Ballon d'Or at a younger
If
age.
you if you watch, I know you guys are Neymar fans. You probably just like me has probably watched 1,000 Santos videos and highlights. Your whole life, but it's crazy watching Neymar when he was younger. He made even though it was the Brazilian league, he made these defenders look like they were playing another sport. It's crazy.
yeah, and people like doubted. They said, "Oh, is he gonna do this in like a top league in Europe?" And he has done that
And he did
with La
better.
Liga, Liga. I mean, did you remember what he did against Bayern? Kimmich and Müller dropped them both.
Yep.
Special. Hope he comes back to his bets, starts playing like he played last year in the end of the Champions League against Bayern, the second leg. Oh my God, 10 out of 10
Next,
performance.
what happened in the next goal?
Two similar goals, two similar outcomes, two similar. So it's a simple counter attack from them. No, we don't have too many players in behind. The first goal, Hakimi wasn't in position, so Angelino was free with the ball. When he came to him, Angelino had already crossed the ball to to Silva, and Mukiele same thing. Angelino with tons of space, no one is marking Mukiele. Who do you blame
Michele
that on? Kimpembe,
Kimpembe.
Mendes.
Yeah, Kimpembe. I mean, you can also blame Hakimi because Angelino was crossing it like his mom was on the other side. I don't know what was going on, but Angelino was crossing. Like, Hakimi, get in front of him. What are you doing? Like, that's your man, you know?
No, I don't think he's used to it. He hasn't played again. As you said, he plays in Serie A last season. Maybe he wasn't used to that much crosses coming in, because in Dortmund he was
Yeah,
more of a winger.
yeah. He needs. I don't know. I'm not gonna blame Hakimi on it, but I'm gonna blame Kimpembe with Mukiele's goal. But Angelino was getting a lot of crosses, and I understand Hakimi wants to cross and go up top, but he needs to do his defensive work
Mm.
because we're not playing him right wing, we're playing him right back. You
Yeah.
know,
Zai, do you have anything about the two goals from Leipzig?
I think I can't remember if it was the second one, but Kimpembe's defending, I mean positioning was horrible for one of the things. I
he
think he
wa-
can improve.
it, it wasn't his positioning. He wasn't looking at Mukiele behind
Yeah, he
him.
did the blind
So
run.
Kimpembe, yeah, Kimpembe was ball watching. He was looking at the ball, looking at the crosser, and Mukiele came from behind and got in front and scored. So
Yeah, it was like
I
more of a
think,
high scoring game. I didn't expect that based on how Pochettino plays these big
yeah,
games, but it turned crazy how they were scoring so much, and that was obviously our mistake. I mean, we weren't that much of a high line, so I was not expecting that mistake. But yeah, sometimes it happens. So
yeah,
could improve on that still. It's still a talking point because like it's even in League One, if you notice, we've had games where we made these kind of mistakes.
uh-huh.
What was it? Was it the game against Angers? Forgot. But we
Mhm.
keep on conceding goals. We need to really fix that up.
Yeah, it was against Anger, the cross from the
Yeah,
right side.
yeah.
Yeah.
We really need to improve on that because I mean, yeah, we even in good sides, of course, we're gonna concede, but like every game with the world class team, that's something to talk about.
Mm, true.
I don't, I don't, I don't like. I don't honestly talk shit, but I don't like Leipzig's goals. I think their goals are just cross the ball and inshallah,
Yeah,
just
it's
hope and
FIFA
pray.
goals. FIFA goals.
It's
Just
great for yeah. It's kind of like how Liverpool used to play. I mean, sometimes
cross
how they
the
cross.
ball and pray to God. To hope that somebody gets it. I don't think Leipzig. I mean, I don't think I you can't. I don't think you can win a Champions League playing like that. You
But what
know.
we can do is kind of implement like accurate crossing. Yesterday the crossing was so bad. Like not
Yeah.
in the air.
There's
Those
no one
runs
to
where you
cross
kind of
to.
people.
We
That's
can't cross.
true.
There's no one. There. Who are they
I'm
gonna
not talking
cross
about
to?
like aerial
Mbappe.
dominance, but like when you just
Yeah.
pass the ball and then you get a tap in.
Yeah.
Like I haven't seen us do
Uh-huh.
that in a while. I've
And
seen a lot of
I mean,
individual brilliant
yeah,
goals.
yeah. I don't know. I don't like Leipzig's goals. I think you know, they were easy goals. Not easy, but simple. And it but I'm not gonna take credit for them. They did play well.
True.
They basically fed off our mistakes, but we came back.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Talking about mistakes, Adams has the ball, makes a
Yep.
extremely bad pass, goes through.
See, this is why I wanted to say that we didn't play well and we got lucky because this goal especially, this is not us passing the ball. This is not us crossing. This is not us, sending it. This is a mistake, and we can't rely on teams making mistakes to win. You
Mm.
know.
Yeah, because when we come
But
up
Messi
against
just took
big
advantage of
teams
that.
who don't make
He was not really
mistakes,
like threatening in front of goal.
I don't know how Messi scored that goal. Honestly, Gulaci got a hand on it. I don't know
I
how
think
they
it was good of him
scored.
to run for the rebound because like anything could have gone wrong there.
Hmm.
yeah, I mean, I like us when we get a big chance and we actually convert it. Because
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
sometimes
also if
we
you
get big
think we're lucky,
chances and we miss
that's
them.
that's talent.
At least we're
Like
I
making the best out of
yeah.
the few chances we have.
I think I think we have to play. We have to play Neymar Cam, Messi, Mbappe striker wide.
I
Not
exactly thought
not
of that the other day, bro. We have to do that.
yeah. Not too wide. Just so the defense opens up. You know,
Exactly. We want Neymar and Messi to kind of not
play
run into
together.
each other, but play where like in the Barca days where they pass to each other and shoot.
Yeah.
Then Mbappe could be
Yeah.
that front man, who just breaks the lines, and Neymar that
Hmm.
way will have like he will still make good runs, but he won't be isolated, which you've seen under Pochettino how
Yeah.
he's isolated under that wing, and it's annoying to
Hmm.
watch because it's so much different for Brazil.
Honestly, I don't know if that's Pochettino.
It is
I don't know
Pochettino.
if
It's
that's
the man
Pochettino.
management, I would say. It's either the man management or he doesn't know how to play with Neymar. But
Mm.
he should figure it out. Like, come on, he's a coach, professional coach.
Yeah, I
He
mean
can't. He can't do
Neymar
that.
has played at few moments some great football under Pochettino. If we look at last season
Hmm.
Champions League, he wasn't that good in the league, neither under Tuchel or Pochettino. So we will see. We will see. The last goal, Messi Panenka. Do you all agree that it was a penalty?
Um, which was this one? Can you describe it again?
The Hakimi.
No.
Yeah.
No,
You know why? You know why I think it's a penalty? Because I
no,
mean, a
no,
lot of
no.
people have this
Zaid.
opinions,
It's not
but
the Hakimi. It's not the Hakimi.
Yeah,
It's
it is.
no.
Oh no, it's not.
Mbappe.
This
Simakan pushed
this is
him.
the Mbappe. That
Maybe
one,
that was
I
not a
think
penalty. Maybe that
that
was not
one
a
is
penalty.
50-50. I think that's 50-50.
For,
The
for, for me,
50-50,
you
so
can't use your hands. I mean, your hands in football, you can't use them. He put
but you
both
can
of
use your
Yeah,
them.
shoulder. Keep in mind, you can use your
yeah.
shoulders to put.
Yeah, but
That's
when you
the
Do
use
theory.
your hands, even if you push a little bit, it's a penalty because it's
Yeah,
illegal to use
I
your
agree.
hands.
I agree. But
do you
if
know
it's light and you dive, that's bad.
in high school soccer here in the United States? I don't know
Mm.
if this is somewhere else, but the rule here is if you extend your arm, that's a foul.
Yeah,
So what
exactly.
the defender did is he extended his arm with the push. He didn't just semi
Yeah, put them
push.
there.
He
Yeah,
extended it. He extended his full arm, opened it
true.
out, and I think that's him trying to use uh, as much force as
Force.
he can
Yeah.
to get Mbappe out of balance. And if that's what he's doing, he's not playing the ball. He's
Mm.
playing the man.
Yeah, for me, every like these penalty decisions, I look at the rule book. What does the rule book say? And as you said, if you touch him with your hand, making a force that will make him maybe lose the ball, it's a penalty. So that's simple.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Same
I
with
hate how
Hakimi's
people, they're like,
situation.
oh, what do you call it? Like, oh, VAR is on. It's like, look, penalties. Yeah, obviously there's been some bad decisions in the past, but when something is factually proven, like, why is there ban right? Maybe it's because people hate us, but
Yeah, this
like,
is
it's a
isn't
pen. Because by
opinion.
the rule book, it's a pen. Maybe like it looks like a light push, but in the rules, if it says
Yeah.
that, then
Mm.
it looked like a 50-50. But if he pushed him, that's
Yeah.
clearly a pen.
And the Hakimi one also for me
Hakimi
a
one
clear
was
pen
clearly a pen. You know
because
why?
the
Because
guy got didn't get the ball at all.
yeah, he didn't get the
He
ball.
just
He
took his
he
foot.
knocked Hakimi, but he didn't even get the ball. Clear. It's clear to see. Even if you
Mm.
zoom it in, you can rewatch it. I remember I rewatched it. Clear pen. People were mad about that one because they're like Hakimi died.
What was your guys' reaction when Messi stepped up? When Mbappe just gave it to him, I was thinking, all right, Messi has missed some penalties, even
Yeah,
against us, the last one,
yeah. I
and
thought he
then
was
he
gonna
just
miss.
does that, and
I
then he
did.
I
just
thought he was. I thought he was gonna miss.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
was so
we
scared.
all were.
The thing
I
about
thought he was
Mbappe
gonna
and
miss.
Messi is they're both not consistent penalty takers, but they took in a couple penalties. Like I mean, not a couple, like a lot.
Mm.
But you still don't trust them, like you do when Neymar's not there. But like, when he got the penalty, I felt so confident. So I wanted him to take the third penalty, but then I'll save that for later.
Yeah,
If you put a gun, if you put a gun to my head, I tell you, let Neymar take the penalty.
Exactly. And if Neymar misses that penalty, I'm still gonna run. I'm gonna find a way to run because I know like when Neymar misses a penalty, it's just him. It's not the goalie saving it. It's just him missing it himself.
yeah, the
Like that
post or
Yeah.
one in
something.
League One, the last game against Brest, he missed it by hitting the post. No, not even the post. He like shot it somewhere way not near the net. Like that
Mm.
was his fault, not the goalie saving it.
Yeah, I mean Messi so cheeky with the chip.
Well, that chip was cheeky. Like Messi, the pressure. He didn't let that get to him. He got a clutch, and now people are saying, oh, like he got a tap in that. But Ronaldo does that every game,
Mm,
and
mm.
people are like, oh, Messi can't turn around a game. I mean, he stepped up yesterday. Without him, we were not winning that game. It's
Do
as
you know
simple as that.
why? Do you know why Neymar scores his penalties so much? Let me just say one thing. It's because when he takes the penalty, there's two things the keeper can do. And if the keeper does either of those things, he's fucked. If the keeper either moves first, Neymar goes to the other side.
Yeah,
But if the keeper doesn't move and stands still, then Neymar has more of a chance of putting it wide inside the goal. Because if the keeper is standing still in the middle, it's going to be much harder for the keeper to get to the side, to the
true.
corner, right? Than if he moved first. Now, in my opinion, the best way for the keeper to save Neymar's penalty is to just fucking guess which way he's going to go. And if he does that, Neymar's going to wait for him to move a little bit and put it to the other side. So the way Neymar does his penalties is crazy,
Mm.
and it's the best method I've ever seen.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like
It
Balotelli.
is the best
Yeah,
method, actually. It's like a better version of Jorginho's style. Jorginho's style is really predictable when you see a couple of the
Yeah.
clips. Based on those pro goalies. That's why people have saved it. But Neymar's thing so unpredictable. Like he can bang a penalty in the corner if he wants, like
Hmm.
the one against
Hmm.
Germany.
Hmm.
But mostly what you see of him doing is the body feint. Like you can't predict that. He does it. And it's
Yeah.
just so confusing.
Mm.
It
It's
just given
amazing.
the penalty. Like that's what I was thinking yesterday. Neymar could have banged two UCL without having
Uh huh.
to do anything.
True,
I was
true.
so pissed off. But yeah, we won the game. I'm so high. And another thing I saw a lot of people giving recognition to Verratti yesterday on Twitter, so that was good.
Yeah.
And that was not even like one of his best games. That was just him like
Mm.
doing his job.
I remember after Man City, everybody was going
Everyone,
crazy about
the
Verratti.
funniest thing is that's not even a good. Like, I called it an average performance. Like I was not even hyped. I mean, I just
The
like that
crazy
one.
thing is, these people don't know that Verratti does that every game.
The
Yeah.
funniest thing is, I'm not even lying. I can bet like $1 million, and I don't even have that. That if you search up right now, like top five midfielders, like those videos, you know those videos on YouTube, people will leave out
Ver-
Verratti, and guess
yeah.
what? They either forget about him or they never watch a single live game. They just go by FIFA ratings. Like you know
hmm
what they'll assume? Like, oh yeah, he's decent, but they haven't even watched him. Because like for me,
Do you know?
like if you're just using the metric of being complete and like technical consistent, which is basically the main metric, he's the best player in the a midfielder in the world.
Do
Not
you know
overall,
why?
but right now.
Yeah, Verratti. The reason why he doesn't get the attention he deserves is
Media.
because is because today you measure the game by statistics, and Verratti is the player who doesn't give too many assists. He doesn't give too many goals, but he's dominating the midfield. He's dominating possession. If
Oh,
you're
and
gonna
he
look
can
at
pocket
stats,
players. He can pocket players like crazy.
yeah,
He's pocketed like the best players in the world.
No.
Like
I
it's
think he
nothing.
did it to KDB last game. I think a little bit. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, he
I don't
did.
know.
He did.
Yeah.
He did it. He was on Grealish. Like the thing about Verratti is actually like I like that point you brought up, but it's gonna be a big thing because when he retires, like you know, I see people saying like, oh, he'll get recognition. The problem with Verratti
hmm
is like look at League One. There's so much of underrated players in general. The League One
Yeah.
Serie 8 in general. That's another thing for the media. The second thing is like PSG. We've always had stars up front, and people only look at goals. Like even Marquinhos,
Yeah.
he's underrated because people like they know they're good. You know why? Because they just assume like FIFA ratings and that crap. They don't actually watch
Yeah.
them live. They don't even know who's good at what. Like I've seen people tell me that Kante is better than Verratti, but the only argument they could bring up is Kante having an individual award.
hmm
That shows you that people don't watch.
Yeah. For me, like Verratti, if he was playing in the Premier League, best midfielder in the
Oh,
world shouts.
it,
It's mostly
bro,
because he only plays League One and misses a lot of Champions League games. Plus, we have battled a lot of years, so he isn't recognized the same way
that's
as.
true. That's true. But like, there's a lot of people watch League One, like you know, for players like Neymar. Like I'm talking about the deluded people. They still watch it for Neymar, Messi, etc. Like, how can you not notice Ratchi? Because like, I hate watching boring kind of players, but Ratchi's like, he may not have the stats, but he is like the one of the most entertaining players in the team. Like I think a lot of
I mean,
Paris fans love him for
I
not only for the
I mean,
work, the service, but
yeah.
his technique.
I started watching PSG for Neymar because I'm a big Neymar guy. I've always been a Neymar
Same,
guy since I
same.
was
Neymar got me
a
into the
kid.
sport way back.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I fell in love with PSG because of the passion of the fans and the I like
Exactly.
how small I like how small the stadium is. It almost feels like unique to be a PSG fan. Um,
Yeah, it feels unique, and now it's obviously like, but like to the proper PSG fan, it's kind of unique
yeah,
though, you know, because
yeah.
um
Oh my God,
nowadays
guys.
you
Yeah.
only see Barca, Madrid, and
hmm
some teams in the Premier League, the top four. That's
hmm
it, like globally.
There's a restaurant in New York City called Legends Bar, and downstairs they have the New York City PSG club, and it's the most beautiful thing. They have a huge PSG flag. They have a lot of scarves and jerseys on the wall, along with great other jerseys and players like Milan and Liverpool. It's an old school bar, but watching the game there is amazing. You get like 30 diehard PSG fans that come from everywhere to watch the game there, and I've been there, and it's like I wish you guys could go there. It's sick.
Bro,
Someday,
the thing
someday.
about this place is like in Canada, like you know, like soccer is not that popular. I mean, football, but we call it soccer here.
Uh-huh.
It's not that popular, even though it's growing. Like as a fan base popularity, like you're just gonna see
hmm
casual people watching the Premier League or the UCL. That's about it.
Yeah.
Knowing their basic players. That's about it. You don't see any like
hmm
proper fans. Like if I'm being honest, the majority of my friends, Barcelona, Madrid, and Liverpool and Manchester City.
Yeah.
Like I don't see any. I don't even see teams that are big, like having Milan fans here and stuff. Like it's
Yeah.
crazy. Like supporting PSG not only because of the player, but when I learned about the history of like League One, like I loved it because like when I used to watch like Premier League back then, I was not
hmm
really like too hyped about like learning about this that. When I saw League One, I was like, wow, this player, like Zidane played here, Platini played here. I was like, wow. Then like
Nobody,
I fell in
people,
love with the league.
a lot of people don't even know Ronaldinho played for PSG. You know?
Yeah, and that's not even when he was in his prime. That's when we made Ronaldinho in Europe. Like he got recognition in
Yeah,
PSG,
yeah,
and he
he
won the
really did.
World Cup while playing for PSG.
Yep.
So like, yeah, we have some history. Like I don't know. I like the club. I really think though. Like I'm worried about the future. Like if we don't succeed with this
Step it
project,
up.
it's
Yeah.
gonna be due to these small managerial mistakes because we've had great managers like Carlo Ancelotti, like I wouldn't say Emery that great, but Tuchel, like we had coaches with identity. We sacked them for some
Mhm.
reasons, and then like we got another coach, and if you're not succeeding, it's gonna end up being the biggest regret. You know, sacking that one coach
Yeah.
we had potential with.
At, at
And
one
that's what
point,
my
we're
problem
gonna.
was with the Tuchel situation. Because if we sack Posh again like that, like there's legit no one, and
At,
like based on how Posh is playing, there's not 100% chance we can win the UCL. So it's a huge stress to think about, but hopefully we can pull it through.
at one point, we're gonna run out of managers. There's gonna be no more managers to use.
That's what I'm saying. You know when Tuchel had that bad form, I said like every
Yeah.
manager has bad. Are we just gonna forget? Like we still got through group stage, 3 losses in League One. It was a bit too early, in my opinion. And I know it was not
Hmm.
due to that. It was due to some like like problems, private stuff. But I think like we made some mistakes in the past. Like if we maybe gave him that backing, like look at what Pochettino has the most backing from any PSG manager in history. Like
Hmm.
he got the goal, he got the best transfer window. Like there's no excuses. There's no
No.
excuses for
Yeah.
to lose UCL. Even luck. There's no
Uh,
excuses.
moving on. So, this is the team. These are the ratings. Uh,
In your opinion, or from
no,
SofaScore?
Sofa score. One thing
Why is
I
Messi so high? What the hell?
yeah, because it's all about goals. I don't understand how Mbappe is 7.1 and Mendes 5.9. I mean Mendes
Yeah,
attacking wise, he had his maybe his best attacking performance.
maybe give Mendes like a 7 point something. You know, it doesn't matter, but it's above 7. And Verratti 8.1. I mean, that's fair, but like Messi 8.5 is too high. I think Mbappe should be the highest on the pitch. Marquinhos should have 6.7. Are you serious? Like 8.5, man. Like his all his stats on numbers were good, good on the eye test. Like I mean, like what? Like how do defenders get high ratings nowadays on this app?
Scoring a goal.
I thought it's based on
It's all about
ratings.
scoring
So
goals. It's like fantasy league. It's all about
not
scoring
even in
goals.
statistics, like passing accuracy, tackles, like that stuff.
Kaiki, you have anything to say about the, the ratings?
No, I agree 100%. I think Draxler maybe should have a 7.5. I think Herrera. I think honestly 6.9 is okay because he didn't do much.
Mm.
Gay, I think Gay definitely did better than 6.1. I'd give him like a 6.9. Verratti 8.1, good, maybe a little more. Messi, yeah, I think Messi 8.5 is too much. I think Mbappe 7.1 is way too little.
Way,
Mbappe
way
I
should
don't
be
too.
know.
like 8.5. Maybe he missed a
Yeah,
penalty, but 8.5. Anything below that is
Yeah, but
fugazi.
you have to. The penalty wasn't important, so it's like
I
Yeah, then
use
it's 8.5. 100%. He deserves 8.5. Like the first half was a 10 out of 10 from me. The other half he was consistent. Didn't see much chance creation, but he got that assist. So 8.5 is fair. Like he should have that.
mm,
I
Yeah,
use FootMob. I use FootMob. It's another app. Um, and they gave Messi a 9.1. I mean, I'm sorry, Mbappe.
and what did they give Messi?
Let me see. Um,
tell us what they gave to
yesterday.
Marquinhos.
Okay, FootMob they gave Messi 9.2. Oh, I'm wrong. I was thinking of the other. They gave Messi 9.2, Mbappe
Oh,
7.8.
What the fuck? Are they even
but then
watching the
sometimes
They,
game?
Mbappe will get like a goal and get like a 9 rating. So it's so weird.
you know why? It's because of the penalty he missed.
Okay, but can you tell me this? Like for the defenders, right? Their metrics should obviously be on. Even for goalies, I don't get how the rating works on the app. Like you concede the
I
goal
don't
and get.
know. Two
But yeah,
goals is a lot. Is a lot.
but But I just use it to kind of get like a feeling if a player's like if I cannot watch the game, oh like he did decent, But to be honest, it does
Yeah.
not even show that on a whole because sometimes you can do good, and you'll get like a rating that shows that you're bad,
Yeah.
or you can
Uh,
get a rating that's saying you're good and you're not. So that these aren't accurate.
so now we talk just a quick bit about every player. Kaiki, you can start. Mbappe.
Mbappe, amazing game. One of his best games considering Neymar wasn't there to give him all the passes. I give Mbappe a lot of um, criticism because I've seen Mbappe miss a lot of chances,
Mm.
especially from Neymar passes.
He's
If you
crazy
watch
though. Like
the
he would have
yeah
like 80 goals or something.
if
Crazy
you
thing
watch
about.
if you watch Neymar passing highlights on YouTube,
I saw them. I
it's
saw
like
them on Twitter.
it
Crazy.
it's like 30 passes to Mbappe and misses.
Mm.
And
It's
there's shots that
ridiculous.
Mbappe can get in his sleep. Like
Yeah,
one
but
of those kind of
but
Cavani things. Cavani things.
but yesterday he stepped up. I respect that. Hopefully he keeps it up, and if he keeps it up, I'll change my mind and I'll say
He
that
keeps that
it
up.
was
He's gonna be.
finishing.
Sure. Zayed.
Like I agree with everything he said. I also think like I don't know if this is a joke or something, but Ronaldinho was watching him yesterday, and Mbappe was like balling out skills, good touch, and obviously
Yeah,
I love when he uses his pace properly, and that's what he did. And that goal, but more than the goal, that celebration was nice. Stats wise, amazing. I would say. I mean, I don't know about that dribble stat, but like I don't think that important. He did really good overall, skillful.
I don't
I think
I
it's
don't
one of
know
his best
about
performances in a
yeah
PSG shirt. I think it's one of his best performances.
I don't know about you guys. I know this is a little off topic, but PSG in the group stages have been very good, even though it's very lucky and it's very tough.
Mm.
We're playing Man City and Leipzig. These aren't farmers.
Yeah.
These are good teams. And for us to have 7 points right now, we have seven, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, to have seven, I think is very good.
Yeah.
I think
For
I
me,
think
But
like, it's better that we have it hard right now than later. So
yeah,
now we
yeah.
start
yeah,
working, becoming better and better and better in time.
Well, if you guys realize, we always have hard group stages, like
hmm
every year. So it's not even surprise. If not hard, we always have one giant or one team that can challenge us. Like
yeah,
last year, Leipzig was even better, and United gave us a huge challenge at the start. But it's always like that. We always come first in group stage. That's the thing, regardless of the team. But we need to do that in the knockout stages. That's my problem.
Mm.
We're gonna top this group. We always top groups. Like we're the king of group stages, but we're not even like doing it in the knockouts. These past 2 years we've been consistent in semifinals. So let's hope we can get to that final.
Yeah.
this is why I want the team not to uh, play too many of the players in the league because it's the injuries that affect those knockout games,
Yeah.
and I just really think the league is really not that important, honestly.
At the moment, yeah. I mean, what would you want? Like, UCL, which we never got in our history, or something that we have a super team. We don't even really need the league right now. I mean, we can't just
Yeah,
give away the league. But we should
No, but
not use like everyone at
yeah, no,
once
no,
all the
no.
time.
What you can say instead is more rotation in the league. So
Yeah,
instead of
yeah,
starting every game with Eminem, the best squad available, give time to youngsters. Xavi Simons has been great for the United under 19 this season. Give a chance
mm,
to Draxler. We saw he was pretty decent. Rafinha, Danilo, and give rest to some players. Like Kimpembe said in the interview, he's exhausted, but he's playing because he needs to play. Give them a rest. We have Diallo as
did
a
you
left
got
centre back.
I would say it
did you
has to be
guys
used in context. Like if we're playing a big game in League One, even if we're six
yeah
points clear, okay, like that's because of our the great talent. But we have to still, take that challenge because the good thing about League One is it prepares you in an offensive manner because we attack a lot and we're going against low blocks. So when you go against teams like those in the Champions League, we're always well equipped. Like in Bayern, like we were the team playing like the low block. We weren't pressing, but we scored. We took our chances. I
Yeah.
think that's because of
I don't
playing in League One. I still want to see
I
our
don't know
chemistry.
I don't know if you guys saw, but there's news on Xavi Simmons. There's a stalemate
Mm.
on the contract. he doesn't want to sign it because he thinks he's not playing a lot.
Yeah,
That's a problem, bro. We can't imagine if we lose out on him and he becomes a star in the future.
he will
Yeah.
become a star for me. I think.
Like okay, and Kunku right now. We could have had him as a squad player.
Now I hope Pochettino at least thinks about it. Next player is Marquinhos. He had a very good performance. Maybe he should have done better, but complete performance both defensively and offensively. Sometimes we even saw
Look
him
at the
close
stat,
to the
dude.
Leipzig
Crazy.
box. Kaike, what do you have to say about our Capital coming back?
I think this year FIFA got it right in the video game because Marquinhos in the game, real
Yeah.
life, it's good representation because
He-
this guy to me is a top 3 defender. If I were to pick him for a team in real life, for a team in the video game, for a team in another universe, I think Marquinhos is number 1 or number 2 for me.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, he's a
he's
Thiago
the
Silva
top 3
reject.
defender. Yeah,
Exactly
I
like
think,
Thiago Silva, bro. Exactly.
yeah.
Apart from the tackling, they literally looked like they play the same. It's weird. The
Hmm.
passing is the same. The
Yeah.
leadership, like he was a leader at such a young age. So like
Hmm.
he's there, but like he's taking responsibility after Silva left, and like crazy for me, right? Not
How
even for
old
me.
is he?
Factually, he's the
27,
best defender in
28.
the world. Right?
So we
He's
still,
28?
yeah, 28, I think. So he still has at least five,
27. He's 27, right?
27. So yeah, he has like 5, 6 more years at the top.
No,
No,
more than that. More than that.
Yeah,
more than that.
yeah. And Marquinhos is a very fit guy. Like he doesn't party, he doesn't do shit.
He
doesn't
never
get
gets
injured.
hurt. He never
It's
gets
funny how he
injured.
never gets hurt too. You know,
Yeah,
like we've seen injuries. with
the
Thiago
last
Silva
time
in
he
the
got
past.
injured, it was against Bayern, the first game. You remember he got injured?
Oh yeah.
That's the only time I can think about him getting injured.
No,
That
like
was scary.
um, going back to his point about him being top 3, he's not even top 3. Like everyone's talking about right now. Like right now, Marquinhos is the best.
Yeah,
He's better than Van Dijk right
Van
now.
Dijk is washed. Ruben
Like I don't know
Diaz
how
is
you measure
overrated.
consistency, like accurately, but based on every defender, Marquinhos has been an 8 out of 10 or even more every game.
And how he was excluded from the 30 Ballon d'Or player list. It just
He's
shows
in,
that.
look. If you just see the word Keher there, just add our whole team in there. Add Hakimi, add Verratti. You have to add everyone in there if Keher is there. And if Jorginho's there, I mean, okay, I get it because of the trophies, but Aspi was in there. Like, bro, I think Marquinhos, Verratti, and Hakimi got robbed. Mainly, I would say Marquinhos
Mm.
and Verratti. Like, how did they not get in the FIFA thing? It's because of their PR.
Yeah.
And the other players, they're in England, so they have PR. They
Yeah,
have
we
more
need to
PR.
work on that. Next up, Ander Herrera. He had like
Decent
alright, yeah, decent performance.
Yeah, I didn't see much of him, but when I saw it, I didn't see much of him touch the ball, like I said. But
For me,
he
what
was
I
very-
like
he's not
about
bad.
Ander Herrera is he's a fighter. So Pacino
Yeah.
just drops him in. He will do the job. He will never be like really terrible. He will always do a
He'll never
decent
be like
job.
really terrible. Even if he's playing horrible technically, he'll fight, he'll run, he'll press, he'll tackle, and like looking at these stats, they aren't even that bad. But he was decent. He was decent.
Yeah. Kake?
I like Herrera. Lately I've started to like him. When he joined the team, I didn't think it was a good signing. I thought he was gonna be like mediocre. Um, I don't want to take away from Herrera, but what happened to Paredes? Like, where is this guy?
Yeah, what happened to Paredes? He
He,
had a decent Copa America. What happened to him?
yeah, he became very good, and then for this season he hasn't played that much. He's been injured.
I think Herrera is guaranteed starter going in this full season. I mean, right now we're at the
For
starting
the
in this
moment.
4 months.
For the
You know,
moment.
the ending of this year. We're at the ending of this year, the season. So we have to come up with the main game plan, and I think Herrera is going to be the main guy
Do you
for now
guys
until we get.
do you guys still think that we need a midfield recruitment in the January transfer window?
Yes. I still think we do need one, and I think we can offload someone in the midfield. You know that we're not using, maybe like Rafinha, Danilo. I think we should still keep Gaye or Herrera, obviously, but we need someone who can guarantee start. You know, right now we don't have a. Right now we're using Herrera, Gaye, or Paredes when he comes back, but we need someone like Kessie. You know, like you said earlier in your videos, like we need someone we can rely on when Verratti's not there. we can't be dependent on one person.
Kaka, what would you say? Does Verratti need a replacement or a midfield partner?
I think he needs a substitute. I think someone to be there just in case something goes wrong. And that's why where's Paredes?
But would you want him to have a better partner, as Zaid said
That's
in
what
case?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't think Herrera is the game changer. I think he does his job, you know.
Mm.
He's a
I
classic
think
heavyweight.
yeah, I thought Wijnaldum was gonna be a great signing, and he's been mediocre too. It's like I feel like we can never get that box to box position correct,
Yeah.
you know.
What we need is like a person who can press and who's technically there. Not saying complete, but who can press and is
Hmm.
technically there. The only player I can think of like that off the top of my head is Kakire. There's
Who?
many other players. Kakire from Lyon, but I don't ever see us getting him. I think Kessie's the closest after that.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a big fan of Paredes. I've liked the way he
A lot
played
of
so
people in
far.
PSG divided between Paredes. I've seen people love
Yeah.
him or hate him.
Yeah,
I want Paredes back for the Marseille game because
yeah.
Paredes
I want him to
loves
get a red
those
card
games.
just for the memes.
I even tweeted that we need Ramos. Imagine Ramos as at Valderrama tackling Payet, getting a red card.
Guys,
Oh,
but like being completely unbiased, like just drop your agenda, just speak like professionally. Payet in League One right now is the best attacker on form.
I
Do
would
you
take
agree with me?
Payet?
Mbappe over him.
In
Maybe second after Mbappe.
like
I
statistically,
would.
I'm taking Mbappe, but like just how Payet's been clutch for his team, like I think,
Yeah,
I think he's a player to watch for
but
Marseille
but
right
but
now
but,
on
but,
form.
but this is why I don't rate some players like Griezmann before at Atletico Madrid. When a team doesn't score that much goals and you have one player that contributes all the goals, it doesn't mean that he's amazing. It just means that all the chances are going through him. That's why you see
But the thing
like
is, Payet is
Grealish.
also a chance creator. He's
Yeah,
not the
but
main goal.
but it's like Grealish. Why was he so good at Aston Villa and now bad at City? Because when he has a whole team playing him the ball, him making the decisions, he's a better. But when he's in a cog in Manchester City, he doesn't play that good. That's the difference between a great player and an elite world class player, and that's
That's
why.
true. That's true. I'm just going off like recent form, like in League One. If you're talking about overall, like Mbappe is definitely better, obviously.
Yeah. So
I'm never gonna like Payet.
Yeah, no,
I'm
like
sorry.
as a person,
Yeah.
ever since he joined Marseille and was flexing that UCL thing on the jersey, I
yeah,
never ever before even when he was in Marseille, I loved him because like I liked him at West Ham. But then when I found out what he did, like
yeah,
that beef with Neymar, I just hated him. Him and Alvaro, both of them.
yeah,
I like I like Paqueta right now.
yeah.
But he's not
Paqueta.
in
Yeah.
Marseille. He's not in Marseille. He's over Lyon. I love all Leon players. I legit
Mm.
like all Leon.
Yeah.
If you look at Lionel Messi, he what we have seen from Messi so far this season is his creative role at Barcelona and having a lot of chances. It won't be the same at PSG, but what we definitely can see is as soon as you give him a good chance close to the box, he scores.
He does it.
His
He does it.
finishing is so good, as you said before, Kaike. That finish against Gulaci, it's underrated because it's from a tight angle. You have the goalkeeper with the like covering the whole goal. You have to place it in the perfect place to get a goal, and that's what Messi has done so far, especially
No,
against
it's
Manchester City.
amazing. Amazing.
Kaike,
You
It
have
was
to
an
agree.
how would you rate the Messi signing so far, and what do you expect in the future from him?
um I think it's been very good.
Give a out of 10.
Out of 10,
I like taking all
uh
factors, the league, every comp, like taking all factors.
I was gonna say 9, but I'm gonna say 8.5 because he was there for that loss against Rennes
Yeah, yeah,
and
I completely agree with
But
you.
but
and
but if we talk about the Rem performance, I mean, it was bad finishing from Neymar and Mbappe. Plus, he hit the crossbar from the free kick. So, but I
Mhm.
get what you mean. You have so
Yeah,
much high expectations for Messi. Even a
Yeah, yeah,
decent
yeah.
yeah,
performance isn't good enough. Yeah, yeah,
I think it's gonna take him time to adjust to the league because like the way that he's playing. He even said in his interview press conference that it's a really physical league. He did not expect it,
Mm,
and it's not just physical. They press at you. It's technical,
mm.
and he's coming from a league that's full on. Like he's used to it and
Yeah,
stuff like
La
that.
Liga is an
It's
open
actually
league.
more of a high line league, more of a technical league. Whereas now he's gonna be like tested in areas.
Mm,
He would be tested in like leagues like Prem and stuff.
true.
So that's
Yeah,
why he's doing
I
good in
think
UCL. He's used to that.
I I think it should be universal that the big players shouldn't play against the little teams.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
just too dangerous. I don't know why.
Yeah,
Why
why
do
is
it?
it always the smaller teams that injure, man? It's always the
Yeah,
smaller teams. If they
because
Yeah.
use it, though,
listen, the small teams, they don't have the skill, they don't have the tactics. What do they have? They have strength, they have
like
brute force, which will make players like Neymar maybe dribble less, maybe take on less players
like
because he's scared of the injury.
look at the small teams like Istanbul last season injured Neymar, okay, which made him miss 2 games. Like who knows what he could have done those 2 games. Then it was against Marseille. Yeah, they're a small team in my opinion. And then before that it was against like the small teams they
Mm,
do all
mm.
the time. It's always so annoying. But even big teams, it's dangerous. But I would say save them more for the big games, but less important games like we shouldn't use our whole squad as a whole. But I would like to see more Eminem in the league. I still think we haven't even seen a good
Yeah.
performance from Eminem other than the Leon game.
Mm,
We
That
mm.
was
need a
not even
little.
good.
We need a little M&M, a little Slim Shady, a little spaghetti on my sweater already. We need a little bit of everything because
Exactly. We want to see that
lose.
hype in League One first, and then we be confident. Yeah.
We cannot be losing to Rennes. Give me the M&Ms. Give
Yeah,
me whatever
Ren,
you
bro.
got.
That okay. I'm there. I was not even that mad because I knew like they're doing good and stuff. Like we shouldn't lose by we conceded, but Ren, 15th place at the time. Like bro, what the heck?
Yeah.
And obviously it's the lower league team table that beats us. I mean, like look at last season. We lost to Nantes, Lorient. Like come on,
Mm.
bro. They always
Yeah.
get us. They turn into like prime Barca. Like the counter attacks Ren was having.
Yeah. So Messi performance, this and that. And last player
Amazing.
is
Oh my god,
the
my
goat
favorite. Yeah,
Marco
this
Verratti. I mean,
it's a routine.
just look at the numbers.
But look at the numbers are also good. He's in my opinion, like I don't like based on these kind of stats, Verratti is like king of like how he was saying that people look at stats, they only look at GA. But like these
Yeah.
kind of stats, the midfield stats, even the useless stuff and the useful stuff, Verratti is like tops all of them, man. Like look at that. 2 out of 3 long balls, 85% like percent of the possession, 139 touches. Like he's everywhere. He's receiving the ball. He's doing. Yesterday he was better defensively than Kempembe too. It's crazy.
Mm.
I'm not.
13 out
I'm
of
not.
17 duels. I don't know about that, but like he's great.
I'm not gay, but I'm Marco sexual. I love that
Yeah.
guy.
Well, if
That,
you want to
that-
follow Marco, I made an account that promotes him.
oh
I'll tell
yeah.
you about it later.
Oh, you're Galu. Oh shit.
No, not Galo, not Galo. I made one on Instagram. I mean, I wish, but I'm on Instagram. I'll tell you the Verratti account.
Okay.
um, yeah, Marco Verratti. What can we take away from his performance? As you can see from the stats, as a midfielder,
Consistent.
that's the complete midfielder.
All we should
So
say is just
it's
leave it and stay consistent, bro.
yeah.
And we should like he's played 2 games in the UCL and they're against the best teams. He played City, and that was not even his best performance, but that's what
Mm.
people saw in this game. So consistent. That's how we like it. Perfect.
Yeah, so he's the midfield. He has the defensive, the offensive, everything.
Yesterday I saw him dribble like quite a bit. I saw him tackle. It was his routine stuff.
Mm.
Entertainment.
Um, After that, what do we have? So the next game is against
Oh,
Marseille.
I can't wait for this
We
game,
we
bro.
will do Marseille versus Paris Saint-Germain preview on the Saturday just before the game. The day before the
Perfect.
game, talking about the game and formations and everything. What do you expect from this performance? So Kaike, you have so far said that you don't think Neymar should play in this game, both coming back
Hey,
from an
here's
injury, and it's
here's my
Marseille.
here's my problem. I don't enjoy watching a game when I know Neymar's not playing,
Mm.
Same.
but I'm twisted because I don't want him to get injured, but I want to see him play.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Hopefully the groin injury is fake and they just I don't know
No, no, no,
resting
no,
him.
no. It's not an injury. Like if that's what BR football says. If you go on to the actual PSG, like where the press conference or whatever that is called, it said that
Hmm.
like you watched the Brazil's Uruguay game, right? He played the full 90 minutes, no injury, but when he returned, he was complaining with some pain. So like what what Mohammed said, like they just didn't want to take the risk, so they just like took him out.
Yeah.
Every little complaint, and they just said it's an
Mm.
injury, but if he's returning the next game, it's clearly not an injury. It's just a knock.
I hope it's not anywhere near an injury
Nah, nah, don't worry,
because
it's not. Like what happened
he's
to
he,
Verratti? He got a little knock. That was like a 3 game beat. So that's more like an injury, I would say.
yeah, because Messi, Mbappe, Neymar, those three, and Verratti and Marquinhos, those five,
Those five are the most
th-
important players, hundred
those are the
percent.
most important players.
I
Another
would also say
player
our
that
goalkeepers, but we have so much that does not even
we
matter.
didn't even talk about that. I don't like Navas anymore. I
Really?
I
I think that's
I
recency
like I
bias.
like Navas. I like Navas, but I think Donnarumma would have saved one of those goals.
Yeah, but I think like no, we're giving him so much pressure. Like even when Navas was doing good, we're like, oh yeah, let's forget about
Yeah,
Navas. Like
but
I
for
think
me, Donnarumma should have started that game.
yeah, that game Donnarumma
Donnarumma
should have
had
started.
been in better form. He had played the game against
Hmm.
City. Navas came off an injury whilst being on international duty. I the players have been more used to
I think
Donnarumma.
I
That
think
makes sense. I agree, but like we want to see
I know.
Navas in the knockout stages. Like, huh, come on, like we need to see that
Mm.
because in the knockout stages, when I'm picking
Uh,
one player for one game, in this whole like it could be out of All Black, out of everyone for one game, I'm picking Navas.
Yeah, but
He's
the
gonna
thing
I
save
don't
is,
me.
know.
I don't think that people understand how important it is for the defense, especially the center backs. They need to be used to one goalkeeper. Because if you start switching every time, it's such a big difference between Navas and Donnarumma that it will cost us badly. So I don't think what you said that if we have one game important game Navas. No, for me it's about how many games has he played, how good has he been. For me
Yeah, obviously we
the league
we
games we
have to
can
include it.
switch up from Navas to Donnarumma, and then like 2 games before Champions League game, one of them starts both games and starts the Champions League game.
I'm
Look,
sorry,
this is what
but
should happen. Okay, Donnarumma should play more in the Champions League because of his form, but Navas should play a bit more in League One in the cup games because if he's on good form, because right now he's not. If he's on that form, we need to see him in the UCL because he's the best option. Like I mean, our players are
Mm, mm,
they
mm.
know the difference between Navas and Donnarumma by now. Like they played more with Navas. Like with Donnarumma, it's a bit more like open because he's tall, he can handle most of it himself. But yeah, like it's a tough situation.
Yeah, what you
I
gonna
I
say?
I feel more I feel more comfortable with Donnarumma in that.
On form,
Honest,
yeah, you should play Donnarumma. But like,
I I think I was gonna say you said that you want them to stick to one goalkeeper. I'm sorry, but I think Butch is doing. I think his decision is to do the opposite. I think he's doing every UCL game keeper plays. I
I
think
think
he
he's
did
trying to see who's
City.
doing better at UCL.
I think he's doing. He did City Donnarumma. I think yesterday he did Navas. I think next game he's gonna do Donnarumma.
But I think Navas is gonna play a little bit more in League One because like he can't just get form and
Yeah.
keep playing because he
What
just came off an injury. So
who do we play next in the UCL and when?
it's gonna be Leipzig again.
Yeah, Leipzig neck in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks?
Yeah, so
So, but
And then
I
next
hope we cook. I
Wednesday.
hope we cook like this game. Like I hope we score lots of goals. I want to see like Neymar, Messi, and Mbappe get one goal each. Oh my god,
do we
that would
play
be
Man City again?
no.
Yeah,
After that, and then we're gonna play blue. It's gonna go like reverse order.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Ugh, scary times.
I'm so scared. Last year we had the Leipzig game. We got dominated in both of the games. I don't know if you guys remember. Um, that one game where Di Maria, you remember he scored. We're like, let's go, and then he missed the pen, and then he had two offside goals. That sucked, and we lost that game. Then that one game we got lucky with that Neymar pen. We were horrible.
Yeah.
We
So
really played horrible.
final prediction for PSG Marseille.
Um, four. I'm gonna give it 3-1. I'm going bold 3-1 or 4-2 actually 4-2. I
For
think Marseille's gonna score a bit, and I think we're gonna score. I think they're gonna get a red card, and we're just gonna score more. I hope it's like that. I want to
Uh,
see entertainment match.
I think I think it's gonna be a tough game. I think it's gonna be 1-0 first half, and then we're gonna score two more in the second half, 3-0.
okay.
Um,
Yeah.
I got
I
one
want
of
to see
my
that.
I got one of my predictions right yesterday
Which one?
for the I don't know. I think it was the Benfica. Whatever game was 3-1. Uh, I that was the one that
Inter
I did the
Sheriff.
prediction.
Inter Sheriff maybe.
I probably I don't know.
Yeah, we can go through them sometime. I we all
Yeah,
predicted PSG to win 2-1, so we were pretty close. It's a one goal win,
yeah,
and
yeah.
yeah, we all predicted the Sporting to win.
Thank
But
you for thank you for having us today on the podcast.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you for
yo,
having me.
guys, this is your channel. This is our channel, PSG fans. Now to end it, the group, as you said, we're top of the table. Man City right behind us, only 1 point difference. Leipzig, they are pretty much out from the group, but they maybe want to get that third place at least, or maybe even fight for the second spot. So the game against Leipzig next week will be a must win for them, whilst we need to be focused, and that's why I agree that Neymar shouldn't play against Marseille, or at least not start, because so he can be fit for that game, because it will be a big game. It will be even harder than this game, I believe.
Marseille knows how to annoy Neymar. That's like their favorite. Other than losing games, they love messing with Neymar.
Funniest thing is,
Um,
right? The funniest thing is, and I
yeah,
know, like, I'm not gonna blame the League One clubs like with the money and like how they're not as like, an advantage as us, and they're like not an investment and stuff like that. But if Marseille was a serious club, like look at Leon at least. Like look at their form in UCL. They're good and stuff, right? If Marseille was a serious club,
mhm,
they wouldn't get like fourth place in the UCL when they're the only team who won in that group stage. They wouldn't like come out of the top three in League One. Like they wouldn't be like that. Like they just like to piss us off because of the rivalry.
yeah,
But
yeah.
if I'm talking about top three deadliest teams in League One right now, I'm not saying Marseille. Like maybe on
No,
form, yeah, but like they've not been
I
themselves for like 10 years.
yeah. I say Leon, Lille,
Leon,
um,
Nice, right? Nice is like I know
Nice,
points wise, it's such a fugazi thing, but Nice is our biggest opponent. I think that's gonna be our hardest match
Yeah,
and
against Nice.
Lille. Lille had a good game
Lille
today too.
has no money right now. They're in debt, like all the other teams, sadly. But if you give any team here money, they're gonna cook. But Marseille, they're not serious right now. I don't know who their owners, but they're gonna try to piss us off like usual. You know,
mm,
say like, "Oh, we're the only champions of Europe," like
yeah, yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Piss off Neymar, but I don't think they're gonna fall for that. Like, come on,
No,
Neymar's not falling.
it's great. We will also be able to see
It's great, you know.
Lionel
It's if you
Messi
have no
against
rivals,
Marseille.
you're not like you don't have proper football.
Yeah, I mean, you can't compare PSG Marseille to like Liverpool United. Like Liverpool United players, they are shaking hands and
Oh no, PSG versus Marseille means
sucking
death.
off each other. There's no player from PSG that is
Who
friends
loves
with the
Marseille?
Marseille. Yeah, yeah. There's no
No
friendship
PSG
between
fan,
them.
no, and it doesn't matter if Marseille is like a out of top four like inconsistent team the past 10 years. When it's this derby day,
Yeah,
even if
yeah, yeah,
you're a relegation team, you're gonna turn into your best.
yeah.
You're gonna try your best. If you
Mm.
get battered, and like suppose you're in France, let's say, you're gonna get bullied in school when you go. Like, I could assume, like it's a crazy rivalry, and like obviously you're gonna see people say like, oh, Liverpool Manchester United the best rivalry. Like, bro, there's a difference between like on paper being the best, and then there's a difference between having like a history, like
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
rivalry. Like we have probably like after El Clasico, this is like the rivalry I feel like it's heated, and the Milan derby. This is the rivalry I feel like it's heated. You know, like it's crazy.
Yeah, true.
Yellow cards everywhere. Crazy. Man.
But we will continue about that in the future. Kaike, do you want to end on something?
Um, I'm happy Ronaldo scored. Um, I know this is a different topic, but
Yeah, no, no, no way.
you know, I like I don't have I like these players. I like Messi, I like Ronaldo, I like Neymar, I like the big players, and I like being honest.
Same.
There's a
The
lot of
problem is
there's a
the game
lot.
is competition. We want our players to do better.
Yeah, and I see on Twitter these people talking shit and then all this stuff.
Yeah, it's
These
funny to
players,
joke,
these
but like it's dumb to be
yeah,
deluded. Like it's
these
crazy.
players are only gonna be with us for another few years. So
Yeah,
The
let's
funniest
we
enjoy
thing
got
is, I
both.
we
know it
got
sounds strange, but like
we gotta
actually for
enjoy
real,
it.
when these players retire, you're gonna have like nothing compared to like those players. Like I'm still waiting for the day Zlatan retires. I don't know when he's retiring, but I don't want to see that day.
Yeah, true. We
He's
need
never
to.
retiring.
For me, like when
Football
I
will
started watching,
retire. Football will retire as
Re-
a sport.
when Zlatan
retire
retires, he's automatically gonna get like all the Ballon d'Ors because he owns football.
retirement gets kicked in the face by Zlatan.
But you know what I love the most about Zlatan? Like when I started watching his mentality and like I don't know, it's crazy the way he is.
Yeah. But other than that, I hope both of you guys are available at Saturday for the PSG Marseille preview. Other than that,
What time?
guys, we will see then. We will
What
see
time's the
then.
game? 3?
No. The game is on Sunday, but we will have it
Oh,
on
okay.
Saturday, so the day before. So we have the full day to.
I have a podcast at 3, so I could do like 1 or 12 maybe. I don't have too much time Saturday.
Oh, okay.
No,
No,
we'll talk. We'll talk. We'll talk
yeah,
about it.
we'll
We'll talk
talk.
about it.
So, Zayed, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me here once again. And,
Always, brother.
guys, make sure to like and subscribe to this video and share it with like PSG fans.
Exactly.
Need more views.
Yep.
If
Kaike.
you don't like and subscribe, if you watch this video and you don't like, then you're gay.
Kaike, thank you for being here.
Of course.
So, guys, as I'd said, make sure to subscribe, like, share this with PSG because, especially after games like this, they want to hear PSG fans' opinions, and this is the best place to find PSG fans' opinions in English on YouTube.
This channel is clear of what do you call it? PSG talk.
PSG talk.
No, I don't know why, but PSG talk has an agenda against like Navas, some of our players.
Yeah.
That's how I have it against them.
We'll see.
Allez.
Allez Paris. So we'll end it here. See you guys. Peace.